Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the globe today. Got a great live stream set up for you guys. We're going to look at two homes. We're going to look at interest rates. We're going to talk a little bit about summertime and what's going on, and just spend some time together doing my favorite thing, which is looking at real estate, talking about our market. So raise your hand if you were at Primus last night. I was just talking about this over on Instagram. I'm taking it, not very many people saw Primus last night, but I did. Primus is one of my favorite bands, very cult, niche band. But one of my favorites, and I'm really glad we got to see them last night out of Edgefield. What a great venue for summertime out of Edgefield. If you guys haven't been out there, if you're not in the area and you're visiting or you're planning a trip out here during the summertime, try to make it over to Edgefield, McMinimans, Edgefield, and Troutdale. It is a really cool venue. Outdoor amphitheater, the amount of old trees they have there and hidden bars kind of in the trees make for a great venue. It's really cool. And we're gonna do a home in Washougal today. It was fun. We were driving out of the parking lot on the way home, and we could see Washougal, all the lights and everything from Troutdale. Primus put on a great show. I've seen a lot of shows there, so it was really good. Put out some new content this week. Last Saturday, on Saturday's live stream, we took a look at a home in Seaview, Washington, which is just on the outskirts of Long Beach. The builder owner, Randall Lofstrom, is a friend of mine. So we went out this week and toured his home. He walked us through the build and the furnishings and the decor and everything. It was a really, really good video. And I posted that this week. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. But yeah, we're starting to put up more content, starting to build the channel up. Okay, let's dive in. If anybody's on my audio, music, can you guys hear the music? Everything good? Let's dive into our weekly housekeeping items. Interest rates. I don't care where you sit, what political aisle you sit on. It's been fascinating listening to both candidates talk, through the debate, through the RNC. They all talk about home affordability. It's a big topic. It affects all of us more. Good morning, Reagan. It affects all of us more than almost any other political topic right now. It affects pretty much everybody, whether you're renting or you own a mansion. It affects everybody. And both candidates have talked about lowering housing prices, lowering interest rates, but they haven't said how they're going to do that. So I'm very interested. I think that is really going to dictate what people are doing now, what they think is going to happen in the next couple years. I did a funny video out of the barn with a big horse and a little horse about a lot of people qualify for a home, but the payment is way over what they're comfortable with. Right? I did a big horse is what you qualify for, and the miniature pony is what is your budget. And we talked about temporary buy downs briefly on that. We're going to dive into temporary buy downs again today. I know we've been hitting temporary buy downs a lot, but it is something that's confusing. On my side of the desk, we use terms like temporary buy down, 2-1 buy down every day, but most people don't know what that means. So we're going to dive into that because I think that utilizing a 2-1 buy down in this market with what's going on politically and forecasts for where interest rates are going could be a really beneficial tool. All right, interest rates fairly flat from last week. We saw a pretty large improvement over 4th of July and the week after. 6.89. We were at 6.82 last week. So Mortgage News Daily is my go-to website for all things mortgage related and interest rate related. It's the most unbiased website I've found. Unbiased meaning that they're not sponsored by a mortgage company. They don't sell mortgages. There's not asterisks all over the screen with fine print where they're building in points to show you super aggressive rate. This is what a business channel on cable news would use for their interest rates. So 6.89 on a 30-year fixed, jumbo 7.05. So a jumbo loan being any loan amount over 766,000. FHA or government loans, FHA and VA 6.32 and 6.34 for VA. So it's nice to see that rates remain flat from the improvement we've seen so far in July. So hopefully we see that stay flat. We don't like any big sudden movements. Of course, everyone would like interest rates to continue to lower, and I think we're seeing that, but that also affects demand, which affects our home prices. And we're going to look at inventory here in a second, but 4th of July, we saw a lot of homes not hit the market. Our inventory is still at an unhealthy level. So we want to see rates improve, but I think we want to see them improve slowly. Okay. Let's take a look at some more statistics. So every week, Gavin Huckins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends over his weekly market snapshot. This is fascinating because last week we looked at the statistics from 4th of July week, okay? And it was down double digits, which was kind of expected. Also, we had really hot weather too, so I think that affected. All right, is the music too loud? I'm getting a text message. The music's too loud. I'll turn it down just a little bit. So we've seen a bounce back. So these numbers look really, really good. New listings 278, up 85%, but we were down like 35% the week before. So it's good to see that bounce back. 278 listings in July is a great number. I really, really like that number. We want to see that number be positive week after week, especially if interest rates start coming down. We want there to be inventory for people to take advantage of with rates improving. All right, turn the music down a little bit. Hopefully that's better for you. Pending sales, so homes that have gone into contract but haven't yet closed, 196, that's down 12%. I'm okay with that number, being down 2 weeks in a row, because I think we're going to see more buyers enter as we get closer to the start of school. So having more listings than pending sales, I'm okay with that. I think that's a healthy number. If there's any real estate agents in the room, what are your thoughts? Listings sold, so homes that were in contract that have closed, 137, that's up 30%. I'm okay with it, up 30% again from the holiday week prior. But I'm also okay with it because it's lower than our new listings. So we've sold fewer homes than we have new listings. So these are all really good statistics. No, prices aren't going down. We're still in an inventory crisis, meaning that if no new homes were listed, it would take less than 3 months for every home to be sold. That's considered, anything between 3 and 6 months is considered a seller's market. In my opinion, anything under 3 months is an inventory crisis. We need more inventory. It's not meeting the demand. So I don't care what interest rates do. We saw interest rates almost get up to 8%, and we didn't see home values drop. We saw them slow. Okay. During COVID, we were seeing homes go for 10, 15% over asking, which is ridiculous. So we're seeing that go away, but we haven't seen home prices drop. Okay. All right. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox, music's still loud. Anytime we see anytime a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected. There, turn it down a little bit more. Hopefully that's better for everyone. If it's still too loud, I'll just turn it off, but the background music's nice. So that data is collected anytime an agent opens a house and shows it. And that's what we're looking at here. In Oregon, lockbox activity up 38%. Again, holiday week prior, you could see a drop during the holiday and the hot weather, and the rebound this week. So up 38%, that's very good. In Washington, up 20%. I'd like to see that number higher. It didn't rebound more than we were at before the holiday. I think we will this week. I think this week's going to be a very, very busy home shopping weekend with school starting in just under a month. All right, Mom and Dad are on the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you guys checking in. It doesn't hurt that my daughter's over there. Probably, she's my biggest fan. She filmed the horse and pony video yesterday, so it's fun doing this with her. Okay, enough housekeeping. You guys ready to dive into some homes? So today we're taking a break at the very fancy, unique homes. Last week we did that home on the Washougal River, built out of an old dam. Concrete. It was really, really cool. This week we're going to go to realistic. You know, with everyone out shopping right now, trying to get in before the school year, I have two homes. The first is a move up. Okay, so someone that's selling maybe the first house they bought and rolling that equity over into a larger home in a different school district. So we're going to take a look at that one first, followed by a first-time homebuyer home. So a home in that first-time homebuyer price range. Now could be a really, really good time to be picking up a home to build up equity over the next 5 years, depending on what interest rates do. Again, if interest rates drop, we're going to see values increase. Okay, it's going to create more demand. So I think now is a pretty good time. Okay, let's dive into house number one. This home was sent over by a friend of mine in Washougal. 3329 X Street. Listed at $725. We have, this is in Washougal, Washington. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2814 square feet. So, like I said, perfect move up, right? Somebody that has a family with kids going to school, needs more square footage, 3-car garage, really nice home. Let's see what the description says. Come see this custom built 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. Large den on the main floor. So right away, 4 bedrooms for a growing family. Large den for somebody that's going to work from home. Well cared for home. Formal living room, dining area. Cozy fireplace, private deck and balcony. So we'll take a look at those. Brazilian cherry hardwood floors, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. This home was built in 2005. So we'll see what kind of updating they've done. But these things are all classic 2005 granite countertops, stainless steel, fresh paint and carpet. Primary bedroom includes a jetted tub and spacious closet. Okay, this is important. This home has a pre-inspection completed. This is important on several different levels. And if you're looking at selling a home, getting a pre-listing or pre-sale home inspection done can be very, very beneficial. They're not expensive. And it'll tell you if there's anything wrong with the house before it hits the market, so you can get those repairs done so it doesn't pop up during the transaction. Also, it is something you can advertise in your listing here. Look, this home's already been inspected. Now, it doesn't mean that the buyer won't go get their own inspection, but it's nice to know that that's already done. Our preferred home inspectors details home inspection. I don't see them in the chat yet, but it's a great group of home inspectors here in the Portland, Vancouver metro area. By far, they own the market share of home inspectors, and they have a great social. Oh, they are here. High details. Their social media is awesome. On Instagram, they post things they find in the homes, how to remedy them, things to look out for. If you are thinking about selling your house, I would definitely be looking at that details Instagram feed. All right, quiet neighborhood, close to Columbia Gorge, Washougal River, great restaurants, Washougal Camas. All right. Let's take a look at some pictures. So great curb appeal. This being a 2005 home, you get some mature landscaping, which looks really nice here. Flat driveway, 3-car garage, 3-car driveway. A lot of these homes built in 05, 06, 07, they'll have 2-car driveways, but a 3-car garage. So it's really awkward. That's how my neighborhood is. It's like they came in and cut all the curbs for 2-car garages, but then they put some homes with 3-car garages. So it's nice, those little things that you don't think about of having a 3-car driveway. It was nice. Looks like a corner lot on a dead end, possibly. Maybe we'll get a good shot of a drone shot here. So yeah, there's that nice flat wide driveway. Okay, there's our Brazilian cherry floors, nice entryway. You guys who have watched the stream know this about me. I like lots of molding around the windows. It really helps the home age well, okay? And this home has a ton of molding above and beyond what you would normally see in like a Lennar Pacific Lifestyle. You can definitely tell this is a custom home, custom built home. So there's our formal living area right off the entry. Nice big windows. Lots of natural light coming in. I'm guessing that's our dining room off to the left. Again, more crown molding. These look like taller than 9-foot ceilings. Vaulted ceilings, okay. Again, molding wrapped around the entryway into the dining room. Okay, great room concept. Again, really nice woodwork around the windows. You know, I think that kind of this 04, 05, 06 builds right now are a really good buy because these homes were built at a higher quality, especially a custom home built like this. But you can come in here and update these homes because let's face it, the home at this age will probably need some updating unless the sellers have updated it. But it doesn't take a ton of money to do so. We're not coming in and doing a full kitchen remodel. I can replace my light fixtures, cabinet hardware, that kind of stuff for very inexpensive, and update the home. All right, so there's that cozy fireplace they talked about. Nice mantle, again, a lot of woodwork. Kind of a classic design on the fireplace, not something that's going to be dated quickly. New carpet, fresh paint, built-in cabinets. Again, custom built, right? Those built-in cabinets are very nice. Good shot of the fireplace. Okay, into the kitchen. We got a nice breakfast nook, eating area. Really like the color of the cabinets. Again, classic, not something that's going to be dated quickly. Very nice. Lots of counter space, pendant lighting, gas range. Tile backsplash to the cabinets. Cabinets almost to the ceiling. Nice window looking out over the sink. Back to our dining room. Okay, this looks like our primary. I do like my gas ranges. I got really nervous when the state of Washington had these initiatives to get rid of gas ranges. It looks like a lot of that's being rolled back. We'll see, but it's just crazy to me being in the Northwest, always having natural gas and seeing gas fireplaces, gas ranges. Just to go to the parade of homes and see a $1.5 million home, beautiful custom built home with an electric fireplace. It just, for me, it just was a little shocking to see builders do that. So, but some people like it. Some people like not having gas because of health issues or whatever. But I do like my gas ranges. At the beach, we have an electric range, and it takes several minutes to warm up enough to boil water, where I can have instant heat on my gas range. Okay. All right. So here's a primary bedroom, ceiling fan, nice niche in the ceiling. Again, we see a lot of that custom woodwork around the windows. Looks like a nice open large bedroom. I like this niche here where you could have a little sitting reading area. You could even put a desk there if two people are working from home. Primary bathroom, dual vanity. There's our jet tub with a nice window. Again, this builder chose his hard surfaces really well. Okay, a lot of the homes in the 04, 05, 06, some of the hard finishes, hard surfaces dated quickly, where these look pretty timeless. So it's interesting. We have a walk-in closet here in the primary bedroom, but so there's two closets, it looks like, in the primary bedroom, if I'm reading these pictures right. There are some open houses coming up on this home, so you guys can go out and look for yourself. Okay, this looks like bedroom number 2. Again, it's nice to see that they didn't cheap out with the woodwork around the windows in the bedrooms. This looks like bedroom number 3 with a balcony. Bedroom number 4. And this looks like our den office area. Guest bath, dual vanities in a guest bath. Again, family, growing family. This is a super nice bonus. Utility room. Okay, it looks like we have Trex deck outside. Low maintenance. Nice long wide deck. Big side yard. Again, growing family, right? Okay, so here's our drone footage, and you are on like a cul-de-sac on a dead end, which is great too for that growing family. I'm thinking kids out in the yard, kids being able to play basketball on the street without being on a busy road. Great shot of Washougal. Really gives you an idea of where this home is at in relation to the river. Okay, what do you guys think? Let's look at some numbers. Okay, like I said in the beginning, we're going to be looking at temporary buy downs. Temporary buy down is just going to give you some relief. It's going to buy down that interest rate for the first 2 years. So let's dive into how we have this set up. So we're in this situation, our purchase price is $725,000. We're going to put 20% down, bringing our loan amount to $580,000. So again, I'm rolling over equity from a house I'm selling in most cases. That's what we're going to see on this house. Interest rates, which I took straight off of Mortgage News Daily, 6.89%. Look at a payment breakdown. Again, there's our purchase price, $725,000. Principal and interest with 20% down, you're looking at $3816. Property taxes on this home are $505 a month. Homeowner's insurance is going to vary depending on which insurance company you choose to use and what coverages you elect. You're going to be somewhere around $100 a month. We're putting 20% down, so no mortgage insurance. We'll dive into mortgage insurance on the next house. So if we add our taxes, insurance, and principal and interest, we get a total payment of $44.21. And this is where I say, how does that payment sit with you? Okay. And the answer is either going to be, holy cow, that's way over our budget. That's the big stallion horse, and we're more like the miniature horse budget. Or it's going to be, that's well within what we can afford. We're planning for somewhere under 5,000. Or the answer could be, that's exactly what I calculated. But it's important that the people you're working with are asking you that question, how this payment makes you feel. If you qualify for it and it makes you a little uncomfortable, that's where this temporary buy down can really help with that. Before we dive into the temporary buy down, let's look at our closing costs. 20% down is $145,000. Again, rolling that over most likely from the sale of a home. Closing costs are going to be around $36.91. That does not include your home inspection, which is not required by your lender, but both your lender and your real estate agent should be recommending you get one. This home has a pre-listing inspection, so that's going to save you around $500 right off the bat. Prepaid taxes, insurance, and interest. This is going to start that escrow account you're going to pay into every month with your property taxes, your homeowner's insurance. So there's enough funds in that account to pay those bills when they're due on your behalf. It's also going to pay for the prorated interest for the month you close in. Okay. So if we closed on this home on August 20th, just a couple weeks before school starts, okay, our first payment is not going to be due until October 1st. Those remaining 10 days of August, 10, 11 days, will be included in this $6,000. Okay. So we're going to have a full month where we're not going to have to make a payment, and that's going to help with our moving expenses and school supplies, back to school, all that stuff. So it does, if you are looking to get into a home before school starts, it's good to understand that your payment, if you close in August, won't be due until October. If you close in September, it won't be due until November. So if we add all those numbers together, we get a total out-of-pocket expense of $154,691. How does that number sit with you? What are your net proceeds going to be from the sale of your home? Are you going to have enough? Do we need to look at putting less down? Now in this situation, you could do 10%, 5% down very easily. Okay. So a temporary 2-1 buy down is not a loan program. It's a loan feature that can be added to almost any loan program that's out there. FHA, VA, USDA, conventional, you name it, okay? And this loan feature has the sellers, in most situations, paying for an interest rate reduction of 2% your first year. So we go from 6.89 to 4.89. We'll circle back. That's a really good point. Details. We'll circle back to that in just a second. So your interest rate's being reduced by 2% the first year, bringing your payment for the first 12 months from $44.21 to $36.79, saving you $741 a month, slashing those mortgage payments for the first 12 months. After the first 12 months, when we enter into year 2, your interest rate's going to be reduced by 1%. So you go from 6.95 or 6.89 to 5.89, saving you $380 a month. Then once you get into year 3, you're at 6.89 for the life of the loan. So it's important that you're comfortable with this number, $44.21 for the life of the loan. At the same time, we're going to be looking for a refinance opportunity in the first 3 years, to where we can lock in a rate that's somewhere between 4.89 and 5.89, so we can lock in those lower payments. Look, home affordability is a real deal. Saving $800 a month, $500 a month is a big, big deal right now. All right. Details loves talking about rental properties. In fact, I'm going to talk to Details about coming on and doing a special episode that I talked to Diana about this morning. So I'll be in touch about that. But he's right. It's not just homeowners that have kids starting school that have growing families. It's also renters. And this home would be an excellent rent. I know that the demand for a 4-bedroom rental property right now is super high. So Details saying between $3,500 and $3,600 a month for rent, which is very doable. You only have an opportunity to buy the house one time, but you can refinance and change your rate as many times as the market presents opportunities. So there is a really good chance that within a few years you'll be able to get that payment down or the rents up to where you can have a nice positive cash flow on this property. Look, this property is going to appreciate very, very well, being in Washougal in a growing area in this economy. I think it's got all the right things. Okay, so how is a 2-1 buy down paid for? Well, we're going to ask the sellers to pay for it. And that's represented right here. So the total cost of this 2-1 buy down is just the cost of the savings of the monthly savings over the first 24 months. So it's going to be $13,450 to pay for that 2-1 temporary buy down. And we're going to ask the sellers to pay that for us. This is a great way to leverage too, right? In a competitive market, most home buyers are educated. They don't have advocates like their lender and real estate agent really helping them do this in a smart way. They're going to come in and they're going to offer maybe 20, 30, 40 grand under asking. Okay. And when you do that, you're saving about $60 a month for every $10,000 you lowball. So if we're coming in 20 grand under asking, it's going to save us about $120 a month. And the seller's not going to like it. They're not going to like that you're coming in 20 grand under. But we come in and say, hey, can we have you contribute $13,450? That's a lot easier pill for the seller to swallow. And instead of saving $120 a month, we're saving $741 for the first year. So you can really leverage your negotiating without beating up the seller. You can get into a payment that's closer to that miniature horse. And your offer is going to be much more attractive than other people that are offering on the house coming in lower. Okay, what do you guys think? I went through that temporary buy down a little slow to get everyone caught up on how they work. We're going to do it again here in a second. I'm going to go a little faster. Let's get caught up on chat. I can tell that my daughter has taken over my dad's YouTube account. Wants me to feature our dog Rose. Rose is normally in here. She's not in here today, but my mortgage hound, that's where that came from. If you know me and you ever in my office, there's a good chance there's a bird dog in the office with me. So that's where we came up with my mortgage hound. The miniature horse in the video, in the short, his name is Jojo. All right. Okay, Reagan, enough chit chatter. I'm going to block you. I would never block you. All right, you guys ready for house number 2? Let's pull it up here. Okay, so let's talk about the people that are buying the house we just looked at, okay? They're probably selling a house just like this. And it's overwhelming for first-time home buyers. How am I ever going to afford, how am I ever going to get into a house like the one in Washougal we looked at? Okay. Well, it starts here. I guarantee the people that are going to buy the house in Washougal were stressed out when they were buying their first home. Okay, so let's take a look. Good morning, Troy. Playing poker with Troy tonight. Looking forward to it. Okay. 9609 Northeast 106th Court in Vancouver, 98662. We got a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,748 square feet. Built in 1993. Now, for the most part, guys, I haven't looked at these properties yet. I've skimmed them to get data to prepare, but for the most part, we're looking at these together. I did get a sneak peek. There is a bonus on this house. An entertainer's dream. So this is the family before they had a bunch of kids, the entertainers. As you enter, you feel right at home. Soaring ceilings, spacious areas for all your hobbies and entertaining. Open kitchen, inviting gathering area. So that is a good point. 3 bedrooms at almost 1,800 square feet. We're going to have opportunity for good sized bedrooms here. Full bath, expansive deck around your own pool. So a great feature, especially this time of year. So we'll take a look at the pool. It has plenty of room for boat, toys, RV, plumbed 50 amp power, dumpability, so it doesn't have an RV area, which we saw in the picture. Fully fenced backyard, includes a nice shed / shop, finished garage, sprinkler system, new central AC. You know, early 90s home, it's nice to see things like new AC, so you don't have to worry about having an AC unit that is older and could go out or need to be serviced. Gas fireplace, private cul-de-sac. All right, nice description, Troy. Let's take a look at some pictures. Okay, so flat driveway, RV storage. He's got his RV and his toys, motorcycle out front. Nice corner lot on the cul-de-sac, like the flagpole. You know, kind of a timeless look here. Yeah, low maintenance. It looks like lava rock. You know, this could be a first-time homebuyer home, but this could also be a downsizer home too, right? Low maintenance, RV storage. I kind of wish I would have done a VA mortgage breakdown on this home. I can see a retired veteran buying a home like this. Okay, so I think Troy said that there was an area for a hot tub. I think this is what he was referring to. Again, low maintenance backyard. Lots of concrete. Boom, swimming pool. All right, Reagan, my daughter, go ahead and throw your swimming pool comments in on how, oh, let's buy this house. I really want a swimming pool. Really nice, well cared for deck. That looks like cedar, right, Troy? That's not like Trex. That looks like a cedar deck. Nice, well-maintained cedar deck. Okay, here's our vaulted ceilings in our great room. Pool table. This is this is an entertainer's dream. So Troy, I'm guessing we could write in the offer to keep the pool table there. You know what I really like about the vaulted ceilings is early 90s homes. A lot of them have 8-foot ceilings. For my wife who's 5'2", it's no big deal. For me who's 6 foot, those 8-foot ceilings, you know, I like at least 9-foot ceilings. So one of the advantages of having the vaulted ceilings here is you don't have those low ceilings in the living area, it being an early 90s home. Here's our gas fireplace. Okay. Be very easy to come in here and update the appliances. You could even just update the refrigerator and dishwasher to match the microwave and oven. These cabinets would be very easy to come in and paint. We looked at a home last week that was completely renovated with painted cabinets, and it looked fantastic. So it wouldn't take a lot to come in here and update this kitchen if you wanted. Not that it looks bad here. There's nothing wrong with this kitchen. It'd be fine to me. Mrs. Steinman would come in here and she'd be painting the cabinets. You know, and depending on how crazy you want to get, you can come in here and paint the cabinets. You could move the microwave, take these out, open it up. There's a lot you could do here. Ceiling fan. Guest bedroom number 1. Nice little seating area. It's a good kids room. Guest bedroom number 2. Again, another little seating area by the window. Guest bath. Nothing wrong here, but it would not take a lot of money to come in and update this. My wife and I have been watching on Netflix. They have the entire series of Beachfront Bargain Hunt Renovation Edition. And it's really cool to see what you can do with these bathrooms. A lot of people come in and they sand down the shower and then repaint it. It looks brand new. Okay, so here's our primary bedroom. It has a little bit of character. I like the ceilings. It's got a ceiling fan. Really good sized primary. And yes, I'm trying not to say master bedroom anymore because I know it's not politically correct, but I've been saying it my whole life. So yes, you're hearing me go, nice primary bedroom. I'm working on it. But no, very decent sized primary bedroom with a nice primary bathroom. It's a big enough bedroom where they've put a little office in there as well. Okay, so same thing in here. Would not take a lot to come in and update these fixtures. Would not be a lot of money. You could replace that mirror. It's got dual vanities, so all the plumbing's there. So it'd be very inexpensive to come in and update this bathroom if you wanted to. All right, we're done. Really nice listing, Troy. I don't think this one's going to last very long. It's listed at $534, $999. How are we doing on time? 9:43. I'm a little long-winded today. We're going to go through this fairly quickly. I set this up with FHA. If you want to see what a VA looks like on this, I have a feeling that we're looking at a VA loan, possibly a veteran buying this home. Just reach out to me. There's a link in my bio. You can schedule a call with me anytime. Just click on that link. But we're doing FHA, so kind of looking at a first-time home buyer. It's not a first-time home buyer only program, but it's kind of designed for people that are getting started. Purchase price $534, $999. We're putting 3.5% down. $525, $825 is our loan amount. Interest rate pulled off of Mortgage News Daily. FHA 6.32. Total principal and interest, taxes, insurance, $39.53. Let's look at a breakdown of that. Principal and interest, $32.61. Property taxes, $357. Homeowners insurance, around $100 a month. Mortgage insurance, FHA has mortgage insurance for the life of the loan. That's okay. We're not going to be keeping this loan very long, most likely. Okay, we're going to be refinancing it, removing that mortgage insurance, dropping the interest rate, doing all that, hopefully within the first 3 years. Total payment $39.53. How does that payment sit with you? If that payment makes you feel uncomfortable, but you qualify, okay, Stallion versus Jojo, the miniature horse. Same thing as the last house, temporary buy down. Okay, we're going to have the seller reduce our interest rate from 6.32 to 4.32 for the first 12 months, bringing our payment down to $3,300, saving us $653 a month. That's like life-changing money. That's not, oh, I'll just not go to Red Lobster once a month, or I'll cut back on my Starbucks. this is, I can actually feel comfortable and pay my bills and pay for my groceries having that extra $653 a month for the first year. Year 2, we go from 6.32 to 5.32, saving us $335 a month. Hopefully we're catching a refinance in between those years, and then years 3 for 30, we're back up to $39.53. Everyone has to start somewhere. And yes, the Washougal property is only $700 more a month. But there's a big number here. There's a big difference between somebody that's a second-time home buyer and a first-time home buyer. And here's that number. Closing costs, I'm not going to break them down for you. We've done it a million times. Go back and watch one of the other ones. Our cash to close is $27,416 with the seller paying for that 2-1 buy down. So yeah, the Washougal home is only $700 more a month, which is perfect for somebody that's selling a home that has $155,000 to put down. Okay. And a lot of that $700 only being $700 more is that mortgage insurance, which will eventually go away. Okay. With a refinance. And we could come in here and ask the sellers to contribute a little bit more towards closing costs. Look, $27,000 is not a small amount of money for a lot of people. And I think we'll end on that. The $27,000 is not a little amount of money for most first-time home buyers. So where can your down payment come from? I'm getting a lot of calls going, look, is there zero down? Is there first-time home buyer programs out there? And the answer is yes. Some are good, some are if that's your only option. But there are multiple places that your down payment can come from. It can come from your bank account. Okay, let's say I don't have it in my bank account. It can come from my 401k. A lot of people don't realize they have a 401k that allows them to take a loan against that 401k for use for their purchase of a home, for their down payment. A lot of people come to me looking for zero down. I see they've got a $40,000 401k that's a few years old. No brainer, right? It can come from a gift from a family member. So if you have a family member that wants to help you out, but maybe doesn't want to co-sign on the loan, they can gift you your down payment. And it can come from other sources, but those are the main ones. How did I do? Was this helpful today? If you missed the beginning, I am wearing a Primus shirt. We saw Primus last night. My wife's least favorite band, but I'm her most favorite husband, so she went with me. And we had a great time seeing Primus at Edgefield last night. Looking forward to poker night tonight. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to go maybe do some yard work. No, I'm not doing yard work, but we'll go do something outside. Like, subscribe. I put a subscribe link in the video, so all you have to do is click on that. Tell other people. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are gradually growing, putting out more content, trying to build a community. Want to get to the place where we can monetize this channel and use that money to help people in need, homeowners in need. And there's a lot of them right now. So that's the plan. Thank you, Details. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, MS, aka my daughter. Did I miss anybody? Valerie, thank you, Mom, for watching. All right, guys. Look for some more content, some more shorts, some more videos, and we'll see you next week. Details, I'm going to be in touch. I'm thinking we're going to do a buying homes abroad special. Okay, my wife watches this show that's subtitled in French, or French that's subtitled about buying properties in Paris. So we might have some fun with that. Guys, go out and enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.